Greetings, people on the internet. So we have our software that we're going to use here, Construct 2. This is the 64-bit version. I hope you have make sure you have the right version. This is the opening window. You have a bunch of stuff here. You can also upgrade to Construct 3 if you want. Just be aware that if you do so, you may not we are using Construct 2, so you may not follow along the rest of the course. So to create a new file, we just come here, create new file, a new empty project. That's what we want, and hit open. And so this is the main area where we're going to work, where everything is going to happen. We'll drop the sprites here. We'll drop everything here in this area, basically collisions, etc. So we can start by naming our project. So I'm gonna call this my game. Okay. And here you have a bunch of options, and there's a few stuff I will change. A few options I'm going to change here, like this one. So I'm going to use the first layout will be layout 1. I'm going to turn on the pixel rounding, also the window size. I'm going to put it smaller just in case you want to export your game for smaller sizes. Also, I'm going to choose the letterbox integer. And what else? The sampling, it's going to be point instead of linear. And that's it. Yeah. Okay, so now let's go to view and zoom in to get a decent size for the layout. And if you if you right click on the mouse, you have the menu to insert new objects. So this is the menu we'll use a few times. For instance, we're going to get our sprite. So I just chose sprite, and on this this is the window where you can edit your sprites, import animations, and you can also do animation here. I never use this for animation, so I don't really know how it works, but I know you can do it. Anyways, let's go and import files. So here they are. There's a few animations I did, and the one we want now is the idle animation. I'll just select the sprite idle anim, and there you go. There's also this empty frame. It always stays there, so you just have to go and delete it, hitting the right button of your mouse and then just choosing deleting. So I'm gonna change the name of this animation. It's not being called default. Instead, it's the idle animation. And you can make it a bit more faster. So I'm gonna put it to 8, and we want it to be looping all the time. So this animation will be playing all the time when the character is stopped. So you have to turn on yes on the loop. And now we can, oops, something is wrong. Okay, so we can test it now, and there it is. Our sprite is in the idle position, so it's playing the animation. There's nothing we can do now, so it doesn't have any code, and therefore we cannot interact with him. Anyways, let's start by adding a behavior to the character. So there's no behavior so far, and we have to go and add behavior to the character so that he can stay on the platform, and this one is the behavior we want under movements, platform. So you just hit platform and add it. So now he has a behavior of standing on a platform, running on the platform, and doing stuff on the platform. Here you have the options for the platform in case you want to change something. There's a few things I'm gonna change, but let's just test it. So now that you add this behavior, he's falling because there's no platform. That's why he's falling, because he was supposed to be standing on some kind of platform. So let's hit right button of the mouse and add a new sprite. And this new sprite is going to be our platform. So there it is. Let's just resize it. And I'm going to use a height of 20, and that's it. Yep. Just adding some color so that it doesn't look transparent. So yeah, this orange looks good. So it's going to be an orange platform. You can choose what color you want, of course. And that's it. Just for a test, so let me just put it a bit bigger, like that, a bit thinner, like this. And well, now let's see what happens now. So yeah, well, what a surprise. So the character is still falling even though we have a platform. But we just forgot to tell that this is a platform. So this is solid. This is something solid. So we have to add a behavior to the platform. Make sure the platform is selected. Go on behaviors and let's add a solid behavior under attributes. Just hit add and that's it. So now we have a platform with a behavior and a sprite with a behavior. So I believe now everything is gonna go okay. And so yes, now we have the sprite on top of the platform, which is what we wanted. So back to the layout, and let's go back to our sprite and let's add some events. So we want to go on system and make sure that on every tick something will happen. So we'll add an action, and the action is going to be for our sprite. And this action, sorry, yeah, okay. This action, the action we want is, where is it? Set frame. Exactly. Okay, so the animation frame we want is 4. We want to set the animation on frame 4, and we want to save what we just did. Make sure you save it on the right place. So I'm just creating new folder where I'll put every file that we'll use. And I'm gonna call it my game, and this is version 1, and that's it. Hit save and we're done.